in Spadoggle here today at Tuscarora Elementary. Join me today as we learn about some of the teachers here at the home of the Indians on this edition of Be the Difference, West Virginia. We're here with Radonna Mullenax. She teaches music here at Tuscarora Elementary. Hi Radonna, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I am married to Gary, and he's also a music teacher. And I have two teenage sons that go to Martinsburg High School. And let's see, I went to Glenville State College and graduated in 1986 with a K-12 music degree. And then just recently, in December 2012, I graduated from Shepherd University with a master's in elementary music education. And I've been teaching music for 27 years, teaching altogether for 28 years, and I've taught choral and elementary music, actually K-12 at different times. And I've been at Tuscarora for 15 years, and I enjoy teaching the pre-K through 2.
So what made you decide to become a music teacher?
Well, I had lots of family members that were teachers. My mom and dad were both teachers, and 3 out of 4 of my grandparents were teachers, and all of my mother's sisters, my aunts, they were all teachers. And so I thought, I like music and I like children, so I think teaching would be a good job.
What do you enjoy most about teaching young students music?
Well, I enjoy the excitement on their faces when I've taught them a concept and they understand it and they realize, hey, I can really do this by myself. And that's exciting to me. And I also enjoy, like after the concerts, when the kids know that they've done a good job performing, and you can just see it written all over their faces, and they just are so happy. And
probably excited right now for a Christmas concert.
oh yes.
Why is it so important that we keep music in our schools, especially with our younger students?
Well, for several reasons. Music, as you know, is a part of our society and has been since the beginning of time. In every society throughout the world, it's very important. And I feel that it's important to teach the songs of our culture to our children. And also, I don't know if you know this or not, but when you are singing and playing instruments, you're using both sides of your brain. When you use both sides of your brain, your higher thinking skills are going, and it can give you a higher IQ actually, and it can raise test scores and all kinds of things. So 2 of the main areas that it helps are language development and math ability. And it also helps other areas that aren't necessarily related to that. It helps children's self-esteem. When we do movement activities, it helps their motor coordination and things like that. So it's very important to teach music.
Tell me about some of the upcoming events in your music program here at Tuscarora.
Well, let me back up just for a minute. Earlier in the school year, the principal asked me to teach a thank you song to all the students, so I did do that for our thank you day, and we've since sung it to several other people that have come to our school to do different things, and we've sung thank you to them. And the students are going to sing thank you to their parents tomorrow evening in our winter concert. We have a 2nd grade winter concert tomorrow evening. And then in April, we have a 1st grade concert, and in May we will have a 2nd grade or a kindergarten concert. Lots of times during class we will do rhythm activities, and sometimes they get to choose any instruments they want. So they can choose different instruments, and I also have times, like if they've never played any of these instruments before, I'll introduce them to them before we actually play them and show them how they work.
What's one misconception about teaching that you wish you could clear up for the public?
Well, one misconception about music teachers I'd like to clear up for the public is that sometimes they think, well, the teachers just go in and the only thing they do is sing. Well, that's not true. We sing, we do motions, we play instruments, we improvise on instruments, we do all kinds of things, and we have to have a degree just like a math teacher or a science teacher. And I just would like to, say that teaching music is not necessarily as easy as people think it is. We do have to get ready for our concerts. We do research to figure out what we want to do for our concerts, and then we have to prepare everything and teach the students the songs and all that. So there's more to it than meets the eye.
We're here with Candi Smith. She teaches kindergarten here at Tuscarora Elementary, and she is also the 2009 Berkeley County Teacher of the Year. Hi, Candi. How are you?
Hi, Erin. I'm fine. Thank you.
Tell me a little about yourself.
I have always been a teacher in Berkeley County. I was actually a student in Berkeley County. I started out in Rosemont, went to South and Martinsburg High, and then I went to Shepherd College and graduated with a bachelor's degree in elementary education and with an early childhood endorsement, and received my master's from WVU. I received national board certification 2 years ago, which made me very happy. I'm married and I have 4 children, twin sons who have been, one has been in the military and one who is still currently in the military, in the Persian Gulf actually. 4 grandchildren and 2 daughters, who one is in college and one is at the new high school, Springwoods High School. And this is my 29th year of teaching in Berkeley County, and I've always taught at Tuscarora. My first year was in 5th grade, but my love is for the little children, so I taught 15 years of first grade, and this is my 13th year of kindergarten.
What made you decide to become a teacher?
I have said this from the beginning. I decided to become a teacher because of Janet Boyd's first grade classroom at Rosemont Elementary School. She's very dear to my heart, and I remember sitting in her classroom in awe of the woman who was able to do everything with all of us. I was a very shy little girl. I don't think I said much at all, but she was able to pull that shyness out of me, and I just dreamt of being a teacher like her someday. And I saw her recently, as a matter of fact. She was celebrating her birthday, and I was just tickled pink and even did my student teaching at Rosemont and was able to go back and visit her when I did that. So she is the reason I became a teacher.
You've taught kindergarten for the last 13 years. What is your favorite thing about teaching kindergartners?
My favorite thing about teaching kindergarten is their joy and enthusiasm from the moment they step in that doorway until the end of the day. You see so many different levels at kindergarten. Some children who have been to pre-K, some children who have never left their home, some children who are reading, some children who don't know their colors. But wherever they are, whatever level they are when they come to you, I try to make it as fun as possible to differentiate their instruction, and they just are excited about everything. Even if it's not brand new to them and they learn something new about it, they just love everything about school.
What do you feel is one of the most important things your students learn in your classroom during the year?
Well, I feel that they learn so much in any kindergarten classroom, but one of the things that I like best about what I do in kindergarten, and I've changed this over the years, but we do something called baggie books and book boxes. Our baggie books are Tuesday reading group time, and then we make books. They use my books, they use their own books that they've made, and they take them home that night in a special baggie with a special note, and they read to their parents every Tuesday night. They bring those books back to school the next day, and each child has their own book box they keep on a shelf, and they keep it on their desk a couple days a week. They put their books into their book box, and when the book box starts to get full, which is about every 9 weeks, they take all the books home, where they have a book box they've also made that they keep at home next to their bed. And I encourage the families to read to the children at night before they go to bed, along with allowing the children time to read to the families as well. And I've received such great comments about that, because it does give the child a chance to practice with the parents what they've learned during the day, but also over the summer. I have been told that they carry through with that over the summer, and it really helps them as they progress and transition into first grade. And I'm very excited when they see that they can read, because they are very quick to say, I can't read, but then you point out that they can read all their little books in their book box. Yeah, I can read, so they get very excited.
How are you involved in your students' activities or in other professional development outside of the traditional school day?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm very busy with my own daughters, but I try my best to attend special functions that the children tell me about. I ask for their baseball schedules, their football schedules. I can't believe they can play football at a young age, but they do. Ballet recitals. I've been invited to church programs, birthday parties. It's hard to attend everything, But I try very hard to do that because it's very important when they see their teacher there. I always try to set goals for myself because I think that's very important as a teacher. But my daughter, as I said, is in college, and my other one will be off to college soon. She's a junior. And perhaps I'd like to go back and pursue a doctorate degree. I've thought about that a lot, and I really think that's the avenue I would take, especially when I'm used to having 4 children at home, and suddenly it will be an empty nest, so I need to keep busy. So I'm thinking that's a pretty good idea.
What's one thing that you wish the public understood about what it means to be a teacher or the education profession in general?
I wish they understood that most teachers truly enter the teaching profession because they care about children. They love children, or they wouldn't be doing what we do every day. When the children are with us every day, all day, we're with them more than their parents are. And I wish the public understood how much we care about them and how much we carry what they have said to us or what we're teaching them, or maybe they're not grasping. I wish the public understood how we think about this when we're driving home and how we think about it at night, and not even to mention the work that we do, paper, pencil work, but they're always on our mind. We never stop thinking about them. And even when they leave the kindergarten classroom, they're still in your hearts forever. They come back to visit you. We only have up to 2nd grade here, but I've had kids that have come back to visit from middle school, from high school. I had a boy meet me at the door one morning when I was getting out of the car and said, "Do you remember me?" And I did remember him. And when you see them, I have parents. I have children here who I've taught their parents, and they come back and they ask for you as their child's teacher because they remember that. And you don't forget, you truly don't forget these children. They stay in your heart, and I wish the public would understand how much they mean to us.
That's all for this edition of Be the Difference West Virginia. Join me next time as we learn more about the teachers here in beautiful Berkeley County. Until then, I'm Erin Spinagle, reminding you to be different, but more importantly, be the difference. I'll see you soon.